get started right now.
All right, you guys. So we're going to get into this 5th episode of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Really been enjoying the series so far. We had a really good cliffhanger at the end of the last episode with Doc Ock being revealed as the individual who is behind all of this new technology that's hit the streets and enabling these criminals, giving them extraordinary powers, basically, in order to overpower the police and commit these crimes. And in that last episode, we had some individuals who committed a robbery just so they can pay for this technology. One of them escaped, basically introduced us to Doc Ock, knocking at his door and presenting him with, she will eventually present him with the money to get this technology, whatever technology that they decide to throw at Spider-Man. And not that they're specifically doing this for Spider-Man, but they're trying to gain this technology. I think what she's getting the technology for is so she can break her partners out of jail because they were arrested. So I think that's what her main goal is going to be. But obviously she's going to come up against Spider-Man. She's trying to break these individuals out. So that's what I'm expecting to come up in this next episode, if not in the next few episodes coming up. And then, of course, we also had this little montage with Osborn and Spider-Man kind of working on the suit, trying to develop a suit that would fit Peter's power, straying away from the Spider-Man theme a little bit, but obviously coming right back to it with a very, very cool suit that they settled in on with the blue and white color scheme and the spider whose legs stretch across the torso, which is really nice. I love the design of the suit. Of course, now Spider-Man will be ready to take on these criminals who are, again, going to get access to these very powerful weapons that Doc Ock is putting out. So we now have this setup where Doc Ock obviously is going to be our main antagonist for this, at least for this first season, and the technology that he's putting out there. But we also have Lincoln, who has kind of put himself in a position or aligned himself unwillingly with the gang. And now he's kind of outed as being a part of this gang in the view of this new gang that is the Scorpions, which is obviously going to bring him some more trouble. And it'll be interesting to see what Lincoln's story arc will be at the end of the season. And of course, you have the storyline with Osborn kind of being in a partnership with Peter, being the man in the chair, if you will. Again, I'm really enjoying this particular version of the Spider-Man story. I love how they've flipped characters around and flipped some of the storylines around. I just think it's a really interesting take on the Spider-Man story, and I'm looking forward to checking out the rest of the season. And of course, we're going to continue on with episode 5 here, guys. I don't know the title of this particular episode because I just got through watching episode 4 and I have it paused before the next episode begins. So, but guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this next episode for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, episode 5. Okay, Mazarick. Doc is Ock. So really interesting that Doc Ock again is
Who are the men selling weapons?
selling the weapons or the technology
Enhancements. Assist hard-working individuals like this. With this prime piece of Octavius tech, you'll free your associates
Octavius
in no
tech.
time. It analyzes movement patterns. It also fires lasers.
Lasers. That I understand.
Excellent. It was an absolute pleasure doing business with you, my dear. And so to begin disinfecting the lab immediately. Yes, sir. My name should be held in higher regard than Stark Banner. Osborn will be. We're
Got name drops. Stark Banner.
It's showing the everyone will know and revere the name of Dr. Otto Octavius.
Doc Ock. And also in that last episode, Peter reveals himself to
I can't believe it.
Harry.
Peter, thank you for stopping by.
So now 2 people know his
I know
identity.
you have school soon, but I for Harry to join Team Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
Peter, as much as I want to assist.
So now we're going to get this relationship with Harry and Peter started, which is interesting.
That's what
Helping Spider-Man save the city?
So Harry's going to be the man in the chair.
I don't really know about this, Mr. Osborn. You need a ride?
You know he's got a nice ride.
Another one, dude. Catch after school.
So now Peter's being seen with prominent people.
Pete,
I'm going to wave. I'm going to wave. I'm going to wave. I'm going to wave.
I want to make sure you're still making time for you.
No,
Thanks, Nico.
for her, for
Yeah,
Nico.
things have been
I wonder if she likes him.
busy lately.
Don't throw it all away now. I'm not gonna throw my chance away. So that did you hear?
Just
All of it.
a little bit.
I like this
I can't say Captain America. Is
where they have the Avengers at this point too.
I mean,
That's cool.
Maybe super people.
Big Don.
I sent a bulldozer to pick you up.
Him and some of the boys are parked outside right now.
Hell no. Damn it, man. Lincoln's going down the wrong path.
What's up with the new suit?
What? You don't like my suit?
It's not bad. It's cool. It's just kind of sterile.
True. I would like a lot more red and blue. Like
Captain America.
You're a Cap fan too? I thought everyone was turning on him now.
No way, man. So he broke a few laws to help his best friend. Real Cap died 4 years ago. And it's his clone that's been doing all this.
That's interesting. A clone. Uh-oh. She's coming.
Yeah, Mikhail. I told you I'd be back for you, did I not?
I will show you.
Makes you look like Rhino, yes?
Нет.
Oh.
I'm more like...
Rhino?
Nico.
Interesting.
Yes, yes.
Forget the note. Looks like there's a jailbreak in progress.
What? Where?
One sec. I'm uploading the GPS coordinates to your suit.
Damn. I want to see what else the helmet can do besides the laser. It can do more than that. Uh-oh.
Dude, that lady is firing lasers at you.
Yeah, I noticed.
Wow. So what happened? What did it do right there? Uh-oh. A gang war.
To mark our territory. Your territory. I heard your ass was crazy, Guardian, but we both know this is 110 turf.
Uh-oh.
Slow it down, little spider! Why don't you give up?
Damn. He's not fighting. Better fight.
Distant cousin of the Hulk or something?
It's gotta be the helmet. I mean, the other villains you fought all had little upgrades, didn't they?
Tired of playing this game with you, Bob.
Gotcha. You okay? You've got my full attention.
Ain't that the same dude that was hanging from the light pole?
Mikhail!
He's gone. Oh. I didn't have the same. Uh-oh.
What's this?
What is she doing? Why would she do that? Oh, damn.
Big mistake, kid.
We don't have time for him, Matt. The police.
This ain't over.
He got stabbed. He got stabbed in his arm. He's not going to be able to play.
Oh, looks like I win.
What in the hell was that? I'd be dead if not for the bug.
Farewell, little spider.
Remove the helmet off her head. Damn, he took it.
You shouldn't have. I didn't get you anything. Oh, wait. Here. Thanks for your help.
You may have saved my life, but do not speak to me as if we are friends. Thanks to you, now Mila and I will both rot in cells, considerous even, Bug. But if you are ever unfortunate enough to cross my path again, all the web you can spin won't be enough to restrain me from ending your...
I think he's going to be the Rhino. Looks like he's gonna be the Rhino.
Crap, we're supposed to meet my friend at the movie.
I told you he's gonna stand her up again.
Pete.
Nico.
He made it.
Sorry about the wait. It's a nightmare finding parking around
What?
here. Hey, thanks for letting me crash the movie. Oh, and nice to meet you, Nico. All right. Well, I'm starving, and I'll see you guys at the concession stand.
That's interesting.
It just took me by surprise for a second. It's no problem
She
at all.
just wanted to spend time with him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think she likes him.
Okay, awesome. Come on.
it's fine.
She likes him.
What did I do now, man? Besides becoming
Save his life.
because you saved my ass.
And now he's a superstar on the wrong team.
Nah, we should call you Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Tombstone?
Tombstone.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Tombstone.
Kinda like it.
Damn. Got his name. Got his name. Damn. Tombstone. All right. So another good episode. I really did like it a lot. I thought we were going to get a little bit more with these with the criminals, which we actually may have, or maybe a little foreshadowing. Specifically, and I forget the character's name. I think his name was Nikyle. He obviously looks a lot like the Rhino. I believe he will eventually become the Rhino at some point. How he will, I don't know. If he's going to get some Doc Ock technology that's going to turn him into this character. But I think it's almost obvious that this guy is going to be the Rhino in future content in this particular series. He basically, well, Spider-Man saved him, and he saved Spider-Man by removing the helmet off of the female criminal's head. I forget her name, even though they gave it to us several different times. But I think that whole thing right there was to set up or foreshadow the Rhino showing up in this series. So we're getting more setup in these early episodes of the season, the first 5 episodes of the season. And then, of course, now the new development is that now that Harry has or knows Peter's identity as Spider-Man, he is now the man in the chair, replacing his father, which is really interesting because I think now Osborn will fit into the character that he's supposed to be, and we all know who that character is. Now, whether Harry takes on the character that he normally would take on in the Spider-Man storyline, we'll have to see. But he's most definitely in the proper place, being the man in the chair, because we know what happens to Ned in the comics and who he becomes. So if Ned, the man in the chair, becomes who he is, and I don't want to spoil anything, that's why I'm not mentioning it, but if Ned in the comics becomes who he becomes, well, it would seem fitting that Harry would become who he's supposed to become if he is now the man in the chair. They're calling him the man at the desk, but he should be the man in the chair. So I think that's a very interesting dynamic, something to pay attention to with those two characters. I think they're now being slid into a place where they will be developed into different characters that we are familiar with. If you know the Spider-Man story, then you know. If you don't, you don't. And you'll find out once you get further along in this series. So that was very interesting that they did that. And then obviously at the end, we got the name drop of Tombstone. We basically learn how Lincoln gets his name in this version of the character. And he now has at least got the nickname. Now, whether he gets the look and everything, that will be soon to be determined. I'm almost 100% sure something's going to happen to him that will bring this character, the character he's supposed to be, to life. So that was a very interesting dynamic. Each one of these episodes leaves you with some kind of cliffhanger. And that was actually a pretty good one right there. Even though you knew that was coming, you just weren't sure how and where it was coming from. So a really interesting dynamic. And then obviously he gets the name because he saved Big Don from being stabbed from this other gangster. So again, we have the parallel stories going right alongside each other with Lincoln and Peter, developing into the characters that the final characters that they will be. Of course, you have more set up with Harry now being the man in the chair, as I mentioned, and his father, now that he's removed from being the man in the chair, I think kind of puts him in a position to be the character that he would normally take on in the MCU. We even have him in the constant green. Everything around him is green. Even his son wears green. So if you know what that means, you know what it means. So really interesting what they're doing there. And I've always enjoyed a story that gives you different parallels, different dynamics, the characters, different storylines going on all at the same time. And I think the series is doing a really good job with that. You have Peter and what he's going through, not only with Peter, but then with Miko. Miko obviously has something for Peter, but hasn't really shown it, but you can kind of see in certain aspects of their relationship. She mentions that, she looks like she was going to say she wanted to make sure that he's spending time with his friends, but she doesn't say that. She says hoping that you're making sure that you have time for yourself is what she says, but I think she was really speaking about her and the time that he spends with her. And then, of course, at the movie theater, Peter invites Harry to the movies with them. And this kind of upsets Miko a little bit, even though she doesn't express that to Peter. But obviously, she was hoping to get some alone time with Peter. And Harry is now kind of like the third wheel here. Even though she follows him on social media, she's not excited to meet him, didn't even shake his hand, unfortunately. So you also have that storyline going along with Peter and him becoming Spider-Man and dealing with Harry being the man in the chair. And then you have Lincoln and everything that he's going through and who he will soon become. And again, you have the father, Osborn, may get his own story arc that will lead to the character that he would normally take on in the Spider-Man story. So again, they're doing a really good job with putting all of these characters in place and setting them on their own separate journeys while combining all of their stories together here in one 30-minute episode. So I thought they did a really good job of that. So I am enjoying the series so far. The action, I do like the action that they have here. The only problem I would say, and again, I understand that these first 5 episodes have been just like for development, story development, character development. So the battles that Spider-Man is having haven't been significant battles other than to maybe introduce us to new characters or foreshadowing certain characters and who they'll become. But again, as I mentioned, the first 5 episodes is dealing with a lot of character development and stories set up here. So we'll see what they give us in the next 5 episodes leading up to the finale of this particular series. But I am enjoying what they're doing so far, and I'm going to go ahead and score this particular episode, and I'm going to give this episode a 8.0 out of 10. Again, I am enjoying the multiple storylines, the character development that they're providing, not only for Peter Parker, but for Lincoln. They've paid just as much attention to Lincoln as they have Peter, which is really interesting. And we're seeing this development between these two characters, the friendship that they once shared in the first 3 episodes of this particular series. And now you can see that that friendship is getting a little distant. And what we may see, or what we're starting to see, is Peter starting a new friendship with Harry Osborn, and that particular friendship developing while we see the friendship between Lincoln and Peter getting more and more distant. And not only that, but the relationship with Miko has been fractured just a bit as well. So I think they're doing a really good job with the different story plots that they have going on all at once. Very easy to follow, and they're doing all of this in just under 30 minutes per episode. So I'm really enjoying that, and that's why I gave this episode an 8.0 out of 10, guys. But let me know what your thoughts are through the first 5 episodes of this series. Are you enjoying this series as much as I am? Do you like the setup that they're giving us with each one of these characters? Let me know down below in the comments if you think that the other interns will also play a major role in this story. So you have a plethora of story plots that could take place in this particular series, which makes it very, very interesting. I'm very intrigued. And let me know what your thoughts are. Are you enjoying this particular series? What are your predictions for the next 5 episodes, guys? Let me know. Put those comments down below. But I really want to thank you guys for joining me with these reactions to Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. And of course, if you haven't done so already, please do hit that alert bell so you get alerts when I put up my reactions to not only Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, but I also do reactions to all of the Star Wars and Marvel content that is released on Disney Plus, and I have several reactions to several of the shows that have already come out on Disney Plus. You can see that on my channel if you go to the main page, guys. And again, I really appreciate you guys joining me for these reactions. But again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and please do catch me for my next reaction to Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which will be episode 6. I will catch you on the next reaction to Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Thank you so much for watching, guys.